was 3 of them at the word yesterday. Yeah.
They do them all together.
Ready? Go.
Regular meeting of Washington, Missouri City Council, Monday, July 21st, 2025, 7 p.m. Bear,
Here.
Briggs, Coulter,
Here.
Heidrich,
Here.
Holtmeyer,
Here.
Packey, Pepsel,
Here.
Sullentrup. Please rise for Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will all the council members answer if they have or have not read the minutes of the council meeting dated July 7, 2025? Bear,
Yes.
Coulter,
Yes.
Heidrich,
Aye.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Pepsel.
Yes.
Need a motion, guys, please.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion by Bear, second by Coulter to approve the minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's approved.
Approval and adjustment of agenda, including consent agenda. You have the Collector's Treasurer's Report Summary for April 2025, Monthly Investment Report for April 2025, Municipal Record Disposal, and Mid-South Regional Baseball Tournament Fireworks Display.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Holtmeyer, second by Coulter to approve the consent. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's approved.
Priority items, mayor's presentations, appointments and reappointments, Parks and Recreation Commission reappointment.
Council members, I herewith submit for your approval the following for reappointment to Parks. Jeannie Miller Wood, term ending June of 2028.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Holtmeyer, second by Coulter. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
She's in.
Phoenix Center appointment.
Dear council members, I herewith submit for your approval the appointment of Al Bear to the Board of Directors of the Phoenix Center 2 Community Improvement District with a term ending of November 2028. Al is being appointed to fill the seat previously held by Mark Wessels.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Holtmeyer, second by Pepsel. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Special police appointments.
Go ahead.
I got it? Okay.
That is it.
Good evening, council. I'd like to present a list of approximately 15 officers for special police officers for the fair. This is our annual, we seek out additional help for the fair to help with our manpower out there.
Questions, discussion?
Motion.
Motion by Coulter,
Second.
second by Pepsel. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Public hearings, rezoning 620 Jefferson Street.
Good evening, council. So you have 620 Jefferson Street. Here on the map is highlighted. It's the lumber yard there. It's been there for many years. The building is in need of repairs and actually needs to be torn down and rebuilt. And the applicant wants to make sure they can keep that existing zero setback, zero lot line. And it's zoned R2 overlay right now. But they're requesting to change it to C3, which is the light blue that you can see just north of it. So it's, it's got C3 around it. It's got some other industrial and commercial uses below it to the south. Makes more sense that it should be in a commercial zoning. So that's the request, and recommendation by staff is to rezone it to C3.
Any feedback from neighbors at P&Z or?
Nope, nothing.
Take a motion to.
No, we gotta.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, guys. This is a public hearing, folks. If anyone in the audience would like to speak to this, please approach the mic and state your name and address, please.
Good evening, gentlemen. Billy Eckelkamp. I represent Lewis B. Eckelkamp, Inc., which is also owned by my family. This is the lumber yard between Jefferson and Market. Right now, it's just a little storage building was starting to come down pretty good in the tornado and straight line winds we had. And when we decided to tear it down, we figured out that it was in an R2 overlay, which is interesting because it has been a lumber yard since, well, for the 60.
I was a kid.
Yeah, it was Rao Lumber before we owned it, and my family's owned it for approximately 60 years. So well before I was born, and I don't know how it got to be this, but we realized it was zoned inappropriately and decided to come here so we could keep our 0 lot line. Right now, we're built up to the sidewalk and to the alley to the south. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. You can see the condition of the roof in that picture.
Thank you, Bill. Take a motion to accept it into the minutes. guys.
Make a motion.
Before we do that, anyone else in the audience like to speak? Okay, somebody over here. Mark. Motion by Hydrich, second by Hopemar to accept. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
An ordinance rezoning 620 Jefferson Street from R2O, two-family residential, to C3, general commercial in the city of Washington, Franklin County, Missouri.
Hopemar.
Introduced by Hopemar. Further discussion, questions? Second reading, Sherry.
An ordinance rezoning 620 Jefferson Street from R2O, two-family residential, to C3, general commercial in the city of Washington, Franklin County, Missouri. Hydrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Bear,
Yes.
Pepsel.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 3B is passed.
Rezoning Stonehaven proposed Lot 2.
So here you have well, it's kind of a two-part process here. Later, you'll see the preliminary and final plat. Looks kind of like this. So they're proposing to split the lot. And currently, the whole lot is zoned R3. It has a duplex on it currently, and they are looking to rezone for the new Lot 2 to put a single-family home. Everything around this area in the yellow there is R1B, so they're looking to change it from R3 to R1B and put a single-family home on the new lot. Keep the other one R3.
Are they gonna do any runoff migration, like a berm or something on the backside?
Yeah, we talked with the applicant, that did get brought up at planning and zoning, their concerns with the stormwater runoff, and they'll handle that for the new lot, when they submit for building permits. And lot 1, currently where the duplex is, does have detention. They weren't required by the city at the time, but they did put in some detention, to help with runoff, so.
Thanks, Charles.
Further questions? And folks, this is a public hearing again, so if anyone from the audience would like to speak, I know the applicants are here tonight. Okay, thank you. Now I'll take a motion.
I make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Holtmeyer, second by Hydrich, to accept into the minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you.
Citizens' comments?
If anyone is in the audience would like to come up to the mic and speak, please state your name and your address about anything that is not on the agendas tonight. Okay? Next, Sherry.
Ordinances and resolutions. An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a depository contract by and between the city of Washington, Missouri and the Bank of Franklin County.
Bear.
Introduced by Bear. Go ahead, Tim.
Hello. Hello, council. We sent out requests for proposals for banking services back in April. We received 3 bids. 2 of the bids were relatively close. So after discussing with the Finance Committee in detail, we decided to keep the the banking depository account at the Bank of Franklin County, just like we have it, up to the $5 million, and then anything over the $5 million, we were going to go with the Bank of Washington for the ICS funds. and that was a recommendation by the Finance Committee.
Questions? Discussion?
This is a continuation of, I think, the last 2 times, I think we've done the same thing, so just making sure the
Yeah.
council's aware of that.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks, Tammy. Second reading.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a depository contract by and between the City of Washington, Missouri and the Bank of Franklin County. Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Bear,
Yes.
Pepsel.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7A passes. B, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a sublease by and between the City of Washington, Missouri and Aging Ahead, a Missouri not-for-profit corporation.
Omar.
Introduced by Holtmeyer.
The sublease you have attached has been proposed by Aging Ahead. It's been reviewed by our legal counsel. The last lease we had actually was way back with Mideast Area Agency on Aging, the former name for Aging Ahead, and that goes back to like 1994. So it was something that Aging Ahead wanted us to go ahead and update. I think we wanted the same thing as well. So it's for the same amount of $12,000 annually. This allows us to go ahead and collect $1,000 a month towards expenses for the senior center, and it helps offset the cost of the lease with the Knights of Columbus.
Questions? Discussion?
Is everybody happy with that, with the, as far as citizens go,
With the,
situation?
we haven't had any complaints lately, but I mean, like I said, I know that maybe attendance is down compared to what it was, but like I said, we've still worked out a few things with the Knights of Columbus with regards to maintenance of certain items, but it's all being resolved.
Thank you.
Okay, second reading.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a sublease by and between the City of Washington, Missouri and Aging Ahead, a Missouri not-for-profit corporation. Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Pepsel,
Yes.
Bear.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7B is passed. C, please.
An ordinance amending sections 105.010.a and 105.010.c of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri relating to ward boundaries.
Bear.
Introduced by Bear.
So this is the redistricting for the wards. There's not much change. If you'll look in, based on the letter from June last month, you're moving approximately 100 people out of Ward 3 and into Ward 1 to adjust and be within the 5% ratio. And that's basically it. We will send out letters to those affected by the change or whatever, because there are some services that are based on by ward, so things like maybe, don't quote me on this, but it may be large limb pickup or something, maybe their date may be changed, but we'll let them know that, and we'll also let them know that they're new council members. So,
No questions? Second reading.
An ordinance amending sections 105.010.a and 105.010.c of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri relating to ward boundaries. Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Bear,
Yes.
Pepsel.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7C passes. D, please.
An ordinance amending the provisions of Chapter 335, Schedule 2 of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri by adding provisions for stop signs at the locations described below.
Omar.
Introduced by Holtmeyer.
This is the ordinance that was reviewed by Traffic Committee and recommended, and it was reviewed by you all, City Council, at the last meeting. It was asked to be brought back for making four-way stop sign intersections at Jefferson and Main, Jefferson 2nd, and Market and 2nd.
So I'd like to suggest that we amend, and at a minimum, the Jefferson and Main Street is the one that I'm hearing the most about, and I think we've talked about it I didn't mean to step on you, Tim, sorry.
Continue, Council.
We've been asked again to look at this. I know traffic looked at it. Went to that meeting last Friday, I guess, and there was discussion about also Market and Front Street. Decided not to do that one, but the suggestion that I've heard the most is to take off the Jefferson and Second Street at a minimum, so we still have a little bit more of a throughway from outside of town to downtown. So keep the Main Street and Jefferson and possibly the Second Street and Market, but open for discussion.
Tim?
Good evening, council. Little history. The snow routes are in the city ordinances and city codes now, and identify a number of streets. Those streets correlate with fire access lanes, or what we consider fire driving lanes. As an example, we don't use Second Street to use it as a through East-West Street and 4th Street. Our fire lanes are 14th, 8th, 5th, 3rd, Main, and Front. North-South, we're looking at High and Grand and Clay. And to the East International. And so those streets correlate to snow routes, and we use those because of the width of those streets as well as the accessibility to those streets. There's an unintended consequence by adding a stop sign, particularly at Jefferson and Main, making that a 4-way intersection. It's almost a 12% grade off of Jefferson Street. The complaint has been a lot of traffic up Market Street, and anybody that drives a larger truck, and Councilman Packey alluded to it last time, I didn't quite follow him exactly, but now I understand what he was talking about. You're going to be using Market Street to go around that because the grade is roughly half of what it is at Jefferson. We're going to do it with fire trucks. If I'm driving on our ladder, it's hard enough getting on Jefferson the way it is, but if you got to come to a complete stop, that's why when we come out of the boat ramp with our stuff, we come out and make the left turn onto Front and make the right onto Jefferson and run straight up and straight through. So you're going to see an increased amount of truck and trailer traffic going up Market Street if you were to put a 4-way at Main and Jefferson. Main and Second, the concern I would have there is what is the traffic study that backs that, or what's driving that other than a whim. There's no data to support it. Specifically, it's a 20-mile-an-hour zone, and there's also a stop sign at 3rd and Jefferson. In my experience, our pedestrian incidents all occur between 4th and 5th, traditionally mainly at 5th Street and Jefferson Street. That's where we see the injuries, is up here, nothing down on the north side. So just giving that some consideration. I looked at the petition that was provided a while back from a number of people down there, and I don't feel that any of these recommendations are actually addressing the concerns that they have, particularly at the Front Street, Market, Jefferson area. In regards to Front Street, I've run vehicle fatalities on both ends of Front Street multiple times. The crashes that we had since the townhouses are built, I was doing some math in my head today. I think it's about every 7.5 years we run on one on that end. But we've had fatalities on both ends before those were built. And I don't think anything that you do is going to modify that, because there's two human behaviors that are influencing it. It's under the influence and speed. And until human behavior adjusts that and fixes that themselves, there's nothing that you're going to be able to litigate or change to make that any better. Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
I think the Jefferson and Main Street one is more of a, I don't know, from the traffic committee, is a sight distance, is when you pull up off of Main coming to the west, is with any, if there's in a vehicle there or with the other
new
building
building,
there,
yeah.
you can't really see very good. And I've come close a lot of times going up that way. So, you know, I agree a little bit what Chief's saying, but we have to take care of our citizens too at the same time.
Other comments or questions, guys? Okay, second reading.
Do we want to amend the ordinance?
I don't see it.
No motions to amend?
Nope.
Okay. An ordinance amending the provisions of Chapter 335, Schedule 2 of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri by adding provisions for stop signs at the locations described below. Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Bear,
Yes.
Pepsel.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7D passes. E, please.
An ordinance amending Schedule 5-C, no parking for more than 2 hours of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri.
Holtmeyer.
Introduced by Hopemar.
This was reviewed at the traffic committee as well last week. There's still an old code on the book for 2-hour parking on 11th Street between Locust and Sunnyside up by the high school. That's a residential area. It doesn't really make sense to only have a limit of 2-hour parking there. So just looking to remove that code section, clean it up.
Questions, discussion? Second reading.
An ordinance amending Schedule 5-C, no parking for more than 2 hours of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri. Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Bear,
Yes.
Pepsel.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7E passes. F, please.
An ordinance amending the provisions of Title III Traffic Code, Schedule 10, pedestrian crosswalks, Table 10-A, pedestrian crosswalks of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri.
Holtmeyer.
Introduced by Hopemar.
So this was reviewed at traffic as well. These crosswalks have been in place for some time. The applicant was asking for some additional signage for the crosswalks, and then it was brought to our attention that these crosswalks were not actually in the city code, so this is just to codify those existing crosswalks as they are today.
No questions? Second reading.
An ordinance amending the provisions of Title III Traffic Code, Schedule 10, pedestrian crosswalks, Table 10-A, pedestrian crosswalks of the Code of the City of Washington, Missouri. Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Bear,
Yes.
Pepsel.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7F passes. 8, please.
Commission, committee, and board reports. Preliminary plat approval, Stonehaven Lot 2.
As we had discussed, similar to the rezoning, this is the subdivision of those 2 lots off of West Fifth Street there.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Bear.
Second.
Second by Coulter. Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And that's accepted. B, please.
An ordinance approving the final plat of Stonehaven Lot 2 in the city of Washington, Franklin County, Missouri.
Bear.
Introduced by Bear. Further questions, guys? Second reading, Sherry.
An ordinance approving the final plat of Stonehaven Lot 2 in the city of Washington, Franklin County, Missouri. Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Bear,
Yes.
Pepsel.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 8B passes. C, please.
An ordinance rezoning Stonehaven Lot 2 from R3 multifamily to R1B single family in the city of Washington, Franklin County, Missouri.
Holtmeyer.
Introduced by Hopemar.
This refers back to the public hearing earlier in the council meeting. We had to create the lot before we could rezone it, so.
Questions? Second reading.
An ordinance rezoning Stonehaven Lot 2 from R3 multifamily to R1B single family in the city of Washington, Franklin County, Missouri. Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Bear,
Yes.
Pepsel.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 8C passes.
Mayor's report.
Hi, everybody. I know everything was short tonight. Lots of people on vacation, I'm guessing. So, with the heat coming, I'm asking everyone to just pay extra attention to yourselves, to your families, to the people that work for you. So, take a break. Thank you.
City Administrator's report.
We will have, we've had 2 Sales tax renewal committee meeting so far to date. We're gonna skip the month of August. They will meet again on September 12th, which is a Friday. At that meeting, they're gonna discuss the transportation sales tax, probably more specifically at that meeting, not so much the capital improvement sales tax. We've heard about those two at the first two meetings. So, welcome your input and, at that meeting. And then finally, we will have a budget workshop. Looks like on the second meeting of, or the second Monday, or the second time the council meets, I should say, in August, which would be August 18th. We'll have that at 6 p.m. prior to the council meeting. So, anybody has any questions in the meantime about budget or any items related to capital, or anything with regards to the budget, please, like I said, get those to me, and like I said, we will do our best to go ahead and see what we can do to work them in if there's any issues. But we've been working with all the department heads. We finished meeting with the last of them today, and so Tammy's going to be busy at work. Her and Michelle are going to be working on it, and like I said, we'll hope to have that workshop and get you, like we did before, just a 2-page summary of it, of the budget itself, major items that we'll have in there. That's all I've got.
Council comments?
This question will kind of be directed towards maybe Chief and Mr. Piontek. Guys, we're receiving emails, and I'm really not seeing much answers on Scenic Drive. So, with the homeless, with for the safety, the feel of our safety of our residents. So, what actually can we do more than what we're not? Or what can we or what can't we do legally, or there is an ordinance, and it seems like it's not, they're not satisfying the ordinance.
Well, if you're talking about the ordinance that was passed by council before, that had different set of circumstances. We have, Mark shared with us another ordinance that for us to consider, but I would like our staff to go ahead and sit down and meet. We've got a meeting set up this week. Mark just got that to us last week after I shared with him the thoughts and concerns with the residents up there on Scenic. So we're just in the review stage still. We can't, I think there is a balance here that you're gonna have to be careful of. Anything that you put on that church, just realize that that could be on any of the churches that you may attend as well. So you have to be very careful with that, and constitutional rights and stuff like that along with it. So those are things that Mark's given us a draft of something, and we'll take a look at that and see how we would have to enforce that if we did present it to you for passage. I don't know if Mark's got any comments then.
I don't, not at this point. We are looking at, I saw the emails that Darren forwarded around from some of the homeowners. Took a look at what some other cities are doing, sort of put together a combination of various ones that I looked at, sent it to Darren, and I think I sent it to Chief also for review. Like Darren said, we're gonna talk about it on Friday, and there may be some things we can do. I don't wanna get anybody's hopes up. The conclusion may be, there's nothing we can do, but we're at least taking another look at it.
I mean, because as they're showing, there's proof of people up there late evenings, and I don't know.
Well, the two pictures I saw this last time, the ones that were shared with me, were the daytime photos, and I think there was 2 or 3 individuals that were up there. We do have contacted the Peace Lutheran Church. They do have rules posted on their door with regards to times that they are inviting people, or times that they're not, or they wish for people to go home and not hang around, and it is after 8 o'clock. So we did share that with the neighborhood to say that we have contacted, I know the police department contacted the pastor, and they said, yes, please feel free to go ahead and ask people to go ahead and move along if they are located and we get a complaint. So we did pass that along to the residents up there.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Okay.
Just need a motion to adjourn, please.
I make motion?
Second.
Motion by Hopmeyer, second by Coulter to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We're done. Thank you, people.
See, now we have something we can, you know. So now we have something we can.
Well,
If we keep getting the emails and it doesn't come up in a meeting,